This video will help demonstrate how to build a family tree. It will show you how to add, edit, and delete people along with their relatives. See additional help videos for more Family TreeXcel options. When you open the tree workbook, you will have two options to begin. Import existing tree data from Gramps or start a new tree by entering an initial person. Importing data from Gramps is discussed in another video. To begin a blank tree, double-click on Start. This opens the input form for a person. Use this input form to enter the person's details. Use the Tab and Enter keys to cycle through the fields of the form. For further explanations on how to use and navigate the input forms, see the Tree Worksheet Help video. Clicking Save will add the person to the tree and unlock all the other tree options. The person highlighted in yellow is the primary person. All options and relationships are associated to this primary person. To edit a primary person, double-click on Edit. This will reopen the person input form, and you can make any changes necessary. To keep those changes, choose Save. To discard them, choose Cancel or hit the red X. To add a new primary person, not related to anyone else in the tree, choose New. This will open the input form for a person. From here you can enter the person's details and hit Save to add them to the tree as well. To make a non-related person the new primary, use the Find Person option. To add a father or mother to a primary person, double-click Add Father or Add Mother. This will open up their respective input forms, which are identical. These forms have the same layout as the person input form. Enter the father or mother's details into the form. The father's default surname will be the same as the primary person. The input fields will autofill existing names and places when you type. And then choose Save to add the person to the tree and link them as the father or mother of the primary person. If you want to edit existing parents' details, you can click on Edit Father or Edit Mother. This will reopen the input form where you can make any changes necessary. To keep the changes made, hit Save. Hit Cancel or the red X to discard the changes. If you want to remove an existing parent for the primary person, double-click on Edit Father or Edit Mother and then click Remove. This will not delete the person from the tree, just unlink their connection to the primary person. To link an existing person in the tree as the primary person's parent, double-click on Add Father or Add Mother and click Link. Select a person from the tree and then click on Link Father or Link Mother. Then hit Save. If the primary person has one parent linked already, then the second parent entered would automatically link to that existing first parent as their spouse. If you do not want the father and mother to be linked, then you must make either the father or mother the primary person, open the spouse input form, and then remove their connections to each other. In Family TreeXcel, spouse is used to describe someone the primary person was married to, had a child with, or anyone else deemed a romantic partner. Same-sex spouses are allowed, however the charts will always refer to paternal and maternal sides. You will have to manually adjust charts to say otherwise. To add a spouse to a primary person, double-click on Spouse. This will open the spouse input form. If it is the primary person's first spouse, then Choose a Spouse will be new automatically. You can enter the spouse details as you would anyone else, and then choose Save to add them to the tree and link them as a spouse of the primary person. After saving, you can edit the spouse's details by double-clicking on Spouse. This will reopen the input form where you can make any changes necessary. To keep the changes made, hit Save. Hit the Cancel or red X buttons to discard the changes. To add a second spouse, double-click on Spouse, then under Choose Spouse, select New. Once you click out of this field, a new ID will generate for a new spouse. You can now enter the spouse's details as done before. Choose Save to add the person to the tree and link them as the primary person's second spouse. A person is allowed 6 spouses as a maximum, so to add more spouses, just repeat this process each time. To edit a spouse's details when multiple exist, double-click Spouse, then choose the spouse you want to edit from the Choose Spouse field. The data for the spouse selected will load once you click out of the field, and then you can edit their details accordingly. To keep the changes made, hit Save. Hit Cancel or the red X to discard the changes. If you want to remove an existing spouse for the primary person, double-click on Spouse, select the spouse you want to remove under Choose a Spouse, then click Remove. This will not delete the person from the tree, just unlink their connection to the primary person. To link an existing person as a spouse, double-click Spouse, then choose the Link button. Here you can select an existing person from the tree to add as a spouse of the primary person. After choosing a person, then click on Link Spouse. Then hit Save to add the person as a spouse of the primary. If you have multiple spouses, you can rearrange the order in which they appear on the tree and charts by double-clicking Spouse, then choose Order, place them in the order of your choice, then hit Update. To add a new child to a primary person, double-click Child. This will open up the child input form. Make sure the Choose Child field says New. Choose the child's other parent. If no spouses exist, then this field will be grayed out. You can enter the child's details and then choose Save to add them to the tree and link them as a child to the primary person and to the other parent selected. If you want to edit the child's details, you can double-click Child. This will reopen the input form. By default, it will assume that you want to add a new child, so you must select the child under Choose Child that you want to edit first. Click out of this field to load the child's data, then you can make any changes. To keep the changes made, hit Save. Hit Cancel or the red X to discard the changes. If you want to add another child, double-click Child. Make sure Choose Child says New. Choose the child's other parent if applicable, and then enter the details accordingly. A person is allowed 24 children as a maximum. You can repeat this process for each additional child. If you want to remove an existing child for the primary person, double-click on Child. Select the child you want to remove under Choose Child, then click Remove. This will not delete the person from the tree, just unlink their connection to the primary person. The child's connection to the other parent will remain. To link an existing person as a child, double-click Child, then choose the Link button. Here you can select an existing person from the tree to add as a child. After choosing a person, then click on Link Child. Be sure to choose the other parent, then hit Save to add the person as a child of the primary person and other parent. This will overwrite any existing parents the child might have had. To delete a person from the tree, make them the primary person first. Then double-click Delete. This will completely remove the person from the tree and remove any connections to anyone else in the tree. This action cannot be undone. The designated home person will automatically become the new primary person. To delete everyone in the tree, use the Start Over option. All relationship options are associated to the primary person. So to build the tree up or down generations, make an existing child or parent the new primary person. And then from there, you can repeat the process for adding parents, spouses, and children. You can also use the Home Person and Find Person tree options to navigate to a person faster. You can do this for an unlimited number of generations.